afternoon. I hope that you're having a lovely afternoon. As at now, my name is Stanely Nyaringita. This is TV47 News Now, here to update you on what is happening in the country and beyond. Start off, President William Ruto has underscored the importance of strong political parties with a national character, describing them as true foundation of Kenya's democratic journey. Speaking at the 20th anniversary celebrations of the Orange Democratic Movement in Mombasa, the president said that the political parties remain central to shaping ideological debates and uniting the country. Ruto called for the protection and proper utilization of this institution, urging leaders to steer national discourse away from ethnicity and division and towards issue-based politics. He noted that when political parties and long-term stability, the president, who is among the surviving founding members of ODM, appealed to the party's membership to remain united and focused on the principles that have guided it.
Just turn to the person next to you.
And today, and I remember very well,
will now be served right behind you as at the end of this. Ruhusu hawa waelekee kule nyuma ili kukuwa soft melodies as we proceed to serve. Please do enjoy.
We wanted to change the politics of Kenya from being politics of personalities or ethnicities to politics of ideology, something we believe in. Yes, and that is the way ODM has carried many communities and many regions along because of ideology. So that is the essence of this celebration. We are celebrating a political party that has identity in ideology, that has risen above personality and ethnicity to an ideological movement. This is what it is.
In the face of persecution, intimidation and imprisonment, as the leaders then led by my brother, Right Honorable Raila Odinga, we stood tall in defending the human rights and freedoms of all Kenyans. Our unity under the Orange Movement taught us that the fight for freedom is not just about political space, but about the dignity of every person, the right to speak freely, to worship, to assemble, and to live without fear.
There's one thing that I want to appeal to the membership of ODM on. We could disagree, we could have positions, we could grumble, but the moment the party leader spoke, that became the rule. And I want you to continue in that trajectory.
To education matters, and days after President William Ruto announced that junior secondary school teachers, GSS, will be offered permanent and pensionable employment after every 2 years, GSS teachers in semi-arid, marginalized pastoral areas of West Pokot County have strongly rejected President Ruto's decision, citing numerous challenges affecting and stressing them with the continued working under the primary section. Now, these particular teachers who protested in Kapenguria now want to be independent so that they can have the administration. Among the challenges cited is hardship, insecurity, nomadic way of life, and poor working conditions in primary schools. The teachers have threatened to paralyze learning in schools if the government will not listen and act to the grievances.
Sisi kama Kupet West Pokot tunasema ya kwamba ikifika end of this month pila hii walimu kuwa confirmed, tunasema ya kwamba Januari hatuwezi enda class. No class. No class. No class. No class. No class. So we want the government to take the issue seriously, and we want by end of this week they will announce that end of this week that these teachers will go to TS office to fill their permanent and pensionable forms.
In addition
to the problems of earning only 17,000 Kenya shillings. The same teachers are being harassed by the hoist in primary, and I'm not mincing my words without fear of contradiction. That if on the same, as soon as you confirm our JSS who are in contract, please give us the autonomy in management of JSS in primary schools.
Yes.
And we want to warn our brothers in NAT and Capture, because we saw in some of the press conferences, and in fact I've seen some of them writing comprehensive whatever schools.
If not, then in solidarity, the entire teaching fraternity of West Port County will not report to duty on January.
Yes.
We will stand with them. If they decide to go to the streets, we as the senior school teachers, we as the JSS teachers who are in permanent punishable, we will join them in the streets and we will paralyze education in this branch.
It's very, very, very disappointing that the president is making some reckless statements. And we know that we have money in this country. And he had promised earlier that he's going to confirm the 20,000 JSS interns.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock has highlighted its recent efforts to expand cold chain capacity, automate disease reporting, and incorporate digital technologies such as e-voucher systems for vaccine subsidies. Speaking during the opening session of the high-level multi-stakeholder workshop to strengthen the national ruminant vaccination and livestock health systems, Dr. Lois Muraguri, CEO of GovMed, reaffirmed GovMed's commitment to supporting Kenya's livestock agenda and enhancing public-private partnerships to tackle livestock diseases more effectively. In his remarks, Dr. Nicholas Muyale, Council Chairman of the Kenya Veterinary Association, underscored the importance of structured stakeholder engagement and joint decision-making. Further, Dr. David Kikuyu, Deputy Director of Veterinary Services at the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock, emphasized the urgency of establishing a cohesive national platform to address ruminant disease control challenges.
This is the first meeting where we are organized by government for multi-stakeholder engagement. This meeting is bringing all the stakeholders in animal resource industry who play a role in vaccination, that is vaccine production, distribution and use. So we realize that what has been going on in terms of vaccination, some of the stakeholders have been left out, and government has come in to intervene, bring them together and support their incorporation in delivery of vaccination across the country.
Initially, we were just vaccinating without recording, or vaccinating and recording, but not accurate recording. But for us to be able to export, for us to be able to track, to trace and be able to identify animals for international trade, we have also incorporated animal traceability and identification. And we have been using the muzzle technology.
We are calling on the private sector, the government, and anyone else who's involved in international development in the animal health sector, in the livestock sector, to come together to see how we can support this very important initiative. We know very much that livestock are a backbone of Kenya's economy, and we would like to support this very important venture.
And the late Laikipia Member of Parliament, Geoffrey Gitahi Kajuki, popularly remembered as Gigi Kajuki, has been honored for his tremendous contribution to the education sector. His memories were rekindled at Zitek University's Mangu campus. Gigi Kajuki was celebrated not just as a leader, but as a visionary who turned barren land into centers of learning and hope during the institution's 9th graduation ceremony. James Waigwa Kajuki, the son of the late legislator, received the honors on behalf of his family at the Mangu campus in Juja, Kiambu County. He commended the university for recognizing his father's impact and lifelong commitment to expanding access to education, especially in remote parts of Laikipia County.
Contributions to society, and we are very impressed because this is a thing that my family has done over the years. This is not the first footsteps where my father has stepped his foot. Especially people from Laikipia can relate more because that is where he has done a lot of imprinting, he has contributed to schools, he has donated land for schools, he has done so many things. So even it being here in Thika, it is a very big honor because it just explains how he has expounded his own personal feelings about some of these items. You see now, it is I think the most unfortunate thing for this country is the GGs of today are no longer there. The politicians of today have no comparison with the politicians we had in the past. Before, past politicians was total commitment.
Meanwhile, the Seventh-day Adventist Church has extended its evangelism efforts to inmates at Kisii GKM prison, seeking to offer spiritual support and advocate for justice reforms. The move, blending spiritual outreach with social advocacy, was led by the Women's Ministry Department in Bomachoge Borabu constituency under Chair Lady Periz Osiemo. Osiemo has claimed that many inmates have been imprisoned on weak or doctored evidence, highlighting systemic flaws in Kenya's justice system. Osiemo claimed that numerous prisoners are serving sentences based on weak or manipulated evidence, often through corruption and judicial misconduct.
Wale ambao wamefungwa kwa jela bila makosa, na wapea tumaini kutoka Biblia yetu ya Isaya 40 fungu lake la 10, msiogope, kwani Mungu ako nanyi na atawalinda na awahifadhi na mkono wake wa kulia. Kwa hivyo kuna matumaini ya uzima wa milele. Hata kama umefungwa, Mungu atakujalia ufunguliwe, na hata kama utafunguliwa, kuna tumaini la uzima wa milele ambao tutakuwa na kifungo tena. Na Kenya yetu tunaomba mlegeshe hata hivi vifungo. Msifunge watu kwa maisha jamani. Wako na familia, pia wanahitaji kuenda kuona na watu wao. Kama wameomba msamaha, tunaomba serikali yetu muwasamee, kama vile president wa Tanzania alisema amewasamea. Pia serikali yetu samea watu wetu. Mungu awabariki. Kuja prisons kutembelea wamama ambao wamefungwa na ndugu zetu ambao wamefungwa katika gerezani. Wengine hata wamefungwa sio makosa yao, lakini kwa sababu ya pesa ambazo watu wanatoa alafu wanafungwa. Hata tumetengeneza wimbo unasema kwa ajili ya pesa wengine wanafungwa jela. Sisi kama wamama wa Magenche, kama vile Mathayo 24 nasema, tumetoka nje kwa kuhubiri, kwa kutembelea ndugu zetu, kwa sababu Yesu mwenyewe alisema mliniona gerezani, mliniona wakati nilikuwa hospitali, na wengi watauliza tulikuona lini. Ndio maana tumepeleka ujumbe ili tuhubirie ndugu zetu na dada zetu wamjue Kristo, wasikate tamaa, wakijua hata kama wamefungwa kuna tumaini la uzima wa milele.
From the SD Church to the Muslim community, where in Makueni County, it is calling for enhanced inclusion in key sectors such as government and NGOs. They note that years of marginalization have stalled the social economic progress. Kibwezi East, the community representatives call for fair representation and equal opportunities, urging institutions to address long-standing gaps in support and involvement. The sentiments were echoed by leadership expert Dr. Maurice Wambua, who emphasized that sustainable development can only be achieved when communities coexist peacefully.
Iweze kuinuliwa, vijana wainuliwe, wamama wainuliwe, wanajamii wainuliwe, barabara zitengenezwe.
Kongamano hili la leo limeweza kutufundisha kwamba sisi Waislamu tuko sawa kama wale wengine, si ati Wakristo ndo wanafaa kuwa katika mstari wa mbele, lakini tumeweza kujifundisha kuwa sisi tunapokuwa na wale wenzetu wa Kristo tuko sawa, na uwepo wetu sisi unastahili kuonekana ni mwito wa sawa katika jamii yetu.
Hizi ni swala nyeti, lakini lazima sasa, kuanzia sasa lazima tusemezane. Haiwezekani ya kwamba kila kitu itafanyika bila ndugu zetu na dada zetu Waislamu. Lazima wahusishwe katika serikali, lazima wahusishwe katika administration. Haitawezekana kwamba wao wenyewe ni chombo cha kutumika wakati wa siasa tu pekee, especially huku kampani.
And as the government rolls out the competency-based education curriculum across the country, learning institutions have been urged to take technical and vocational training seriously to ensure the system delivers meaningful impact to learners. A school in Embu has fully embraced this, as Elizabeth Mungai reports.
as the government continues to transition to the competency-based education curriculum, some learning institutions have fully embraced this transition.
Currently, we are offering metal technology, that is metalwork. We are also offering woodwork, that is in the technicals. And I guarantee you, the students that have selected those two subjects, that is in the group 5 technical subjects, they excel.
Led by the principal of Don Bosco Technical Secondary School in Embu, Thomas Ogutu, says the institution is fully equipped with necessary equipment to enhance CBE so that it remains a student-centered program to enhance practical learning.
Don Bosco Technical Senior School is prepared for transition from grade 9 to grade 10. We have STEM, which is having all the sciences, and both the pure sciences and the applied sciences. And going to the next stage is that my teachers are retooled twice as we speak.
The school has technical subjects aimed at equipping learners with hands-on skills.
We have students from the secondary section whereby they usually come into our workshop and get skills so that in their early age, as they finish their Form 4 course, they will directly get into labor market, and it's easier for them to get the job outside.
Students like Caleb say that through this program, they are acquiring skills that will become a pathway to self-employment.
So it is a good career, it is a good technical, because like now I'm assured that when I go out there, I won't miss job before I go into my university and improve in my other technical aid for my life. So it's a good thing and inspire many people to take it because it is less costly and it has a lot of profit when you use it.
Elizabeth Mungai for TV47, Nairobi.
Thank you, Mungai, for that. Meanwhile, hundreds of Kisii residents today joined the National Transport and Safety Authority, NTSA, and other stakeholders in marking the World Day of Remembrance for road traffic victims. The event held at the Kisii Public Works Ground will be followed by sensitization work through several areas aimed at educating road users on the importance of observing road safety, especially as the festive season approaches, a period historically associated with an increase in traffic accidents. We cross over live to our reporter Kombo Alfaya, who is on the ground to give us more details. Kombo, you're with the stakeholders there. What are they saying, Kombo?
Thank you very much. Remember, it is a bright afternoon today here at Darajambili Market, whereby NTSA with other stakeholders are doing commemoration and on the remembrance of the World Day of Road Victims, remembering those who were affected with these accidents and making sure that they are doing sensitization to various residents, pedestrians, and all road users, especially this time that we are heading to the festives, Christmas and the New Year festive, in order to make sure that they are reducing the numbers of accidents that are happening. With me here, I'm joined with South Nyanza manager, that is NTSA, Aden Ado, who will be telling us what specifically has been happening today and what are the sensitization that they are doing today. Maybe if you join us, this TV47, what are we expecting today from Darajambili with this walk today?
Thank you very much. My name is Aden Ado, regional manager NTSA South Nyanza. Today we are commemorating here with all stakeholders because road safety is a shared responsibility. We are having what we are calling the World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims. We have a theme for this year where we are saying lost talents. We have lost a lot of talents courtesy of road crashes, and we are here with all stakeholders, National Police Service, Kenya Red Cross, County Government of Kisii, Kera, we have Nakada, because all of us are joined at the hip on the issue of road fatalities. It is affecting all of us directly and indirectly. We are going to the festivities and there are a lot of travels left, right and center. We are just here to also share this information with our residents in Kisii and also South Nyanza at large so that they can have the precaution as they drive from one place to another. We want to encourage our drivers to be responsible enough and to be safer road users as they carry lives from place to place. Issue of drunk driving, driving under the influence of alcohol, speed, careless overtaking. picking and dropping at designated places are some of the things that are contributing to this. Already by 15th of this November 2025, when we do an in comparison to the other Nini, we already lost, we have already reached the 4,000 mark, and we need to be aware of this, and we appreciate all of us for coming together to have the remembrance, World Day of Remembrance for all of us.
Thank you very much. In maybe 30 seconds, tell us what are we expecting from Kera?
Yeah, thank you very much. From Kera, we do road construction, we do road maintenance and rehabilitation, and above all, we ensure that the safety part, the safety element is taken into consideration by ensuring that we have road furniture. And actually, after construction, we normally do a road safety audit to ensure that all the road furniture that we have installed in all our roads, they are functioning well to ensure that all our people are safe. Thank you very much.
Thank you. With the Red Cross, maybe what is expected when the accidents happen, when victims reach the scene, instead of taking films, what should be done?
One thing that needs to come out strongly is that when you get there, check out for your safety, check out for the safety of the others, check out for those who have life-threatening injuries, those who are bleeding, you stop the bleeding, those who are unconscious, non-responsive, you need to sort them out and see how you can get to resuscitate them, and what we call CPR, that is cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Then in the meantime, as you're doing that, you also need to call out for help, call out for ambulances, so that as you're doing this, the ambulance is on the way. The idea is to save lives, as many as you can save in the scene of accident. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As you have heard, those are the few sentiments that have been given, especially during this festive season. Every person is expected to watch out, be keen, don't do reckless driving. Make sure that all vehicles that are carrying passengers, all those who are traveling, are maintained up to standards in order to make sure that they are roadworthy at this festive time. I don't have much to say, but just pass the mantle back to you in studio. My name is Kombal Fayo from Darajambili Market.
Thank you very much, Kumbal Fine. That will definitely form our basis of a discussion tonight at TV47 Weekend Edition, just taking a look at road safety, even as we get into the festive season. Speaking of the festive season, it was a joyful scene at Nakuru Main Prison and Heaven Hope Children's Home, stakeholders led by Diamond Trust visited and donated festive goodies to inmates and children without families. The visiting teams spent time interacting, sharing meals and spreading cheer during the event. The organizers emphasized the importance of compassion during the festive season, urging the broader community to extend kindness to those in need. They encouraged more people to visit such institutions, noting that even small acts of generosity can make a meaningful difference in the society.
Children's home, where we came to empathize with them, be with them as a community, and share breakfast with them, and also made a few donations here and there, because we believe that the future of this country will be built from family units, but also we have got these special family units like this children's home, where also the leaders and the workers of tomorrow will be coming from.
The street children and basically those who are homeless have quite increased in Nakuru. Nowadays, if you go to the street, you find a lot of children begging. And basically, it's not due to them lacking parents or anything. It's because of their economic status.
We had required them to engage in a community service and identified projects in community service. One of them was to visit a children's home. That's why we are here today. After this, we are going to visit a rehabilitation center, and we'll close in the afternoon with a visit to Nakuru Main Prison.
Right, getting into the world of sports, getting into the first story of Matters Sports. The Kenya women's deaf basketball team has begun the campaign in the Tokyo Deaflympics on a wrong footing after losing 104 to 30 to Giants Australia at Otter City General Gymnasium. Kenya lost in all the 4 quarters of the Group A match, going down 44-3 and 15-9 in the first and second quarter, as Australia continued their dominance in the third and fourth quarter respectively, registering a score of 28-8 and 17-10. Kenya's coach Mary Chepkoi attributed the team's huge loss to fatigue due to the long travel to Tokyo from Nairobi, expressing confidence that our girls will bounce back against Italy.
In Kenya versus Australia, we have lost the match. Of course, we feel not happy about it, but we're hoping to learn from the mistakes. So tomorrow we'll have another match, and Kenya is going to try its best to improve in the performance. Okay, there was a little bit of mix-ups, turnovers, poor communication, late responses. That really cost us a lot, and that's why we lost the match.
We tried to peak in the second quarter. We were trying to come back, but Australia were already way ahead of us. So we tried cutting down on their scoring. On the other hand, we were not converting on our end. It's only in the fourth quarter that we really gave our best, but it was too late.
And meanwhile, Kenya national football team Harambee Stars have continued with their preparations at the international friendly match against Senegal for Tuesday. The Benny McCarthy-led side will be hoping to bounce back after losing 1-0 against Equatorial Guinea. But this time they have to go past one of the football heavyweights in Africa, Senegal. All right, let's take you all the way to Shinyalu in Malava to a very interesting game. 24 bulls took part in a two-day bullfighting tournament sponsored by betting firm Pepete.com. The event marks the first time a betting company has financed the traditional sport in Kakamega. It drew thousands of residents to Solio grounds and Shinyalu locals and leaders of the Kakamega Bull Owners Association, led by Chair Hannington Kimathi and bull owner Lewis Shikutwa, stated that bullfighting has long been used to promote cultural values and discourage youth from drug abuse.
Liga nini? Hapa tunaiona live. Kama leo Sanjo imeshinda Shono imeshinda Sanjo. Sisi kama video tumechukua kikombe.
Kwamba shukrani sana Pepeta kwa kuweza kutambua utamaduni wetu. Kama sisi watu wa Kakamega tumeweza kufurahia. Na tunataka tuombe kwamba tuweze kushirikiana zaidi ili tuweze kupeleka huu mchuano ama mchezo ama utamaduni kwa kiwango kingine.
Customer kibet ama mwenye mwekezaji kieka, then we also need to ensure that mwenye bull pia na benefit. What we are going to do is we are going to sit with the Bull Owners Association and all the relevant stakeholders. Then we come up with a plan on how we can structure properly and to ensure that kila mtu ana benefit, both the bullfighters and wenye wanakuja hapa kuenjoy.
Right, that particular story by Matters Bullfighting also reminds you that it is time for you to start looking for some goats and bulls for Christmas. Simbali sana. I'm yours truly, Stanely Nyaringita. This has been TV47 News Now. More coming your way at 7 p.m. and at 9 p.m. At 9 p.m. we'll be having that all-important conversation about road safety. Lest we forget, today we remember traffic road victims. What does the data say? What do we need to do past this particular day of even remembering these road traffic victims? See you then. Have yourself a lovely Sunday afternoon.